How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map update for Farming Simulator 25 on the mod map Michigan map. And currently there is no history of a new save game being required. This is for changelog 1.1.0.0, and it reads, new save not required. Corn harvest texture and yield increased. Soybean harvest texture, row spacing, and yield increased. Sugar beet row spacing to match amity equipment and yield increased. More paintable ground textures. Sheds have gutters and downspouts with water effect when raining. No longer able to drive off the map with the train. Flat rolling texture. After collecting 10 collectibles, the rest will show on the mini-map, 20 total on this map. Chopped alfalfa and alfalfa haylage fill types added for full alfalfa integration. 4 base game modded bunks silos added to the map for making alfalfa haylage. You must use these bunkers. You cannot use any of the modded ones or the base game bunkers to make alfalfa haylage. Alfalfa haylage bales can be made by wrapping wet alfalfa bales. And that is it. So let's start at the top and work our way down. Corn harvest texture and yield increased. So at the end, I will go ahead and show the texture that you have after harvesting for the corn. Soybean harvest texture, row spacing, and yield increase. Unfortunately, I don't have any soybeans planted on this map, so we'll go ahead and skip over that one and take them at their word. Sugar beet row spacing to match amity equipment and yield increased. Well, let's go ahead and check out a sugar beet field. We got some of those. Let's go ahead and visit this one, and you can see spacing does look to be pretty nice. So should match the amity equipment and kind of go from there. Next one is more paintable ground textures. We go to the buy menu, scroll all the way down, and go to our painting. You will see we have a bunch of different textures available to us now. That is excellent. Next one is sheds have gutters and downspouts with water affecting when raining. So when it rains here on this map, if we go to, I believe, the farmhouse first and then cross the street. You'll see that the buildings now have this gutter system along the top here with these downspouts. And at the end of the downspout here, you will see a little animation for when it rains. Next one is no longer able to drive off the map with the train. Well, just so happens I went and rented the train. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So let's get this fired up and take off. And I'll go ahead and fast forward things to get us to the end of this line because it's all the way on the other side of the map. We'll meet you over there. Coming up to the end of the line here, and what should happen is, like as typically happens, we should be able to be kicked out of here and asked, do we want to sell? And okay, so there we go. Leasing costs, everything is good to go there. Next one is flat rolling texture. Well, if I go back to the map, I have set up down here this set of equipment. We will go ahead and enter the vehicle. Open up the roller here. And just like that, we've got a nice flat rolling texture. Really like this texture. That's really nice. Let's see. After collecting 10 collectibles, the rest will show on the mini-map, 20 total on this map. So as it says, after you collect 10 of them, it will start showing these little icons on your map, and you'll be able to collect the rest of them easy peasy. And you know that there's 20 of them because if we go here to the statistics down at the bottom right hand corner where it says collectibles collected, 0 of 45. For some reason, that one here, it shows 45. It says there's supposed to be 20, but I think it was just kind of a copy and paste thing because there were 2 maps, Prairie Farms, Michigan, Prairie Farms, Michigan, and Prairie Farms map and Michigan map were both updated. Was it Prairie? That's going to drive me nuts. Prairie Farms, Michigan. I was right. That one and Michigan map, both of them have been updated, and both of their change logs are almost identical, with the exception of the train. I think the rest of them are just identical. Next one is chopped alfalfa and alfalfa haylage fill types added for full alfalfa integration. So if we take a look on this screen, go into prices, you'll see alfalfa here. That is one part of it. We also have alfalfa hay and alfalfa haylage. Next one is 4 base game modded bunk silos added to the map for making alfalfa haylage. You must use these bunkers. You cannot use any other modded ones or the base game bunkers to make alfalfa haylage. So what I ended up doing here, actually first let's show off the bunkers. So you go up to this tab here, go under silos, scroll all the way down until you find the Michigan map mods, and anything that says, you know, bunker silo to make alfalfa haylage, these are the ones that you can use to make the haylage. And to show these off, I went ahead and set this up. I have one of these bunkers right here. If I walk into it, where it says fill level chopped alfalfa 0. So this is one that's specific to the alfalfa. If this was a normal one, it would say the oh goodness, the chaff. It would say chaff level. But you can see I am in alfalfa field. It is ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and hop in this. Turn this on. Lower this down. And as you can see, we are filling up this trailer with chopped alfalfa. We're just going to get just a little bit here, because what I plan on doing, so I'm just going to load up this bunk. Let's go ahead and pick that up, turn that off. I'm thinking about right there. Dump that. There. So let's go ahead and drop off this trailer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to compact this really fast, because it still works just like a normal bunker silo. Just go in here, you compact it. After compacting, you cover it. And you can see I'm flattening it out real quick, because it's just a little bit. Like, it's not much at all. Uh-oh. There we go. That was almost a problem. There we go. 100% compacted. Let's go ahead and pull up to the front. Turn that off. And cover. Do you really want to cover it? Yes, we do. And there we go. It is now going to be fermenting, and over the next about 2 months, it'll turn into haylage. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a couple of months, and I will come back as soon as it's haylage. All right, so I fast forward all the way to the month of November. If we approach the bunk, you'll see fill level alfalfa haylage 2619, 100% fermented. Go ahead and uncover it, and there we have our alfalfa haylage. And what's really cool is that this haylage has been integrated into our animal system here. If we look at the cows, down at the very bottom left-hand corner there, you'll see the symbols for TMR, silage, and alfalfa haylage. So there's 2 of them that look identical. It's because one of them's silage and one of them's the alfalfa haylage. And then last one here says, alfalfa haylage bales can be made by wrapping wet alfalfa bales. So if you were to go ahead and just kind of think of this as grass, because that's essentially all this is in game, you just come in, mow this, and then you have some kind of wrapping for your bale system. So if we go into, nope, wrong one, go into here. So after mowing, if you had a baler, let's say similar to this, the John Deere C441R, you will see that this one has a bale wrapper on the back side of it. So after you pick up the alfalfa off the ground, bale it with this, it'll automatically wrap it. You can kind of go from there. You can also use, your square bales, make them into just normal cut alfalfa bales, and then using a wrapper such as the Anderson here or the K brand one of these, anything that will handle the square bales, you'll be able to make those into haylage as well. And that is it. That is everything for changelog 1.1.0.0 here on Michigan Map. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. This shows you're enjoying for this channel and enjoying the content. That being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.